ish, but it's not really a car. What it is was basically a pickup truck. So today in this video, I'll be talking to you guys about. I'll be talking to you all about. You guys are gonna like this one. About the Chevrolet or Chevy El Camino. So this is like the kind of truck I've always wanted to talk about for a long time, and now I have finally got both the chance and the opportunity to discuss about this truck. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you are alerted when I'm making uploads. And before I start, after I do the video on the El Camino, it is going to take a while just to upload it all because I'm currently uploading the video on the Ferrari 599 GTO and like the different versions of the 599 and from yesterday, and it's taken a while just to upload just because of how long I do it. Because the longer I do the videos for, the longer it would take to upload it all. So I apologize, but you will possibly see it maybe tomorrow or maybe next day. I don't know when, but at some point I'll see like how it goes, and I'll put down in the comments down below, like in the description, of like when this was done, because I did that for some of my older videos. I put down in the comments below when I did the video, when it was supposed to be uploaded and whatnot. But hopefully it'll be uploaded tonight. If not, then maybe at some point in the morning I will be able to see the video. Or be able to see that it's uploaded. But because it's still uploading, I will have to wait. So while that's uploading, whilst whilst the uploading process has been complete, while the uploading process is still happening, whilst the video is still processing for it to be uploaded, while the video is processing the upload, I am going to be doing I'll be doing today's video right now. So today in this video I'll be talking to you guys about the Chevy El Camino. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below. So before I start, make sure you all like that video, subscribe, comment down below. So comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. So hit that notification bell and hit all. Hit all so you are alerted when I'm making your uploads. Alright. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the Chevrolet El Camino. Here we go. The Chevy El Camino. So the Chevy El Camino is a coupe utility vehicle that was produced by Chevrolet between 1959 to 1960 and 1964 to 1964 to 1987. Unlike a standard pickup, pickup truck, the El Camino was adapted. From the standard two-door Chevy station wagon platform and integrated both the cab and cargo bed into the body. Now we got overview, so let's begin. So there's not much on there, so thank God for that. So overview. Starting off with the manufacturer, which is obviously by Chevrolet, of course, and also by GM, General Motors. Model years is between 1959. The model years between the years 1959 and 1960 to 1964 and 1987. Now we got body and chassis. The class is a coupe utility slash muscle car. The layout is front engine rear-wheel drive. So that's a proper layout. Introduced in the 1959 model year. process of the Ford Ranchero. Say Ford Ranchero. Whoops. Say Ford Ranchero coupe utility. Its first run based on the Biscaynes. So Chevrolet Biscaynes B-body lasted only 2 years. Production resumes for the 1964-1977 model years. So model years based on the Chevelle platform. So based on the Chevelle platform, and continued for the 1978. So 1978, 1987 model years based on the GM G-body platform. Although based on corresponding GM GM car lines, the vehicle is classified in the U.S. as a pickup. GMC's badge engineered El Camino variant, the Sprint, was introduced for the 1971 model year, renamed Caballero, so Caballero, which is spelled Caballero. In 1978, it was also produced through the 1987 model year. So 1987 model year. Now we got background. So there's not much on there, so let's do it. The concept of a two-door vehicle based on a passenger car chassis with a tray at the rear began in the U.S. in the 1920s with the roadster utility, also called either a roadster pickup or light delivery models. Ford Australia was the company, was the first company, to Ford Australia was the first company to produce a coupe utility. As a result of a 1932 letter from the wife of a farmer in Victoria, Australia, asking for a vehicle to go to church in on a Sunday, and which can carry our pigs to market on Mondays. Ford designer Lou Bandit, Louis Thornett, Thornett is his middle name, Louis Bandit, can't really pronounce that, it's spelled B-A-N-D-T, born February 26th, 1910, passed away March 18th, 1987, was an Australian car designer, most famous for both designing and building the first Ute, which is coupe utility cars in the 1930s. So Louis Bandit, can't really pronounce that, developed a suitable solution. So Ford designer Louis Bandit, still can't pronounce that, but it's spelled B-A-N-D-T, developed a suitable solution, and the first coupe utility model was released in 1934. Bandit went on the manage Ford Advanced designed Ford's Advanced or Ford's ADD, which stands for Advanced Design Department. So Advanced Design Department, being responsible for the body engineering. So being responsible for the body engineering of the XP, XT, so XP, XT, XW, and XA series Ford Falcon utilities. GM's Australian subsidiary Holden also produced a Chevrolet Coupe utility in 1935, and Studebaker produced the Coupe Express from 1937 to 1939. The body style did not reappear on the American market until the release of the 1957 Ford Ranchero. Both the Coupe utility and the similar open, so both the Coupe utility and the similar open topped Roadster utility continued in production, but the improving economy of the mid to late 30s or 1930s, however we want to call it, and the desire for improved comfort saw Coupe utility sales climb at the expense of the Roadster utility until by 1939. So by 1939, the end of the very late 30s, that was the start of the very early 1940s. So almost the start of the very early 40s. The latter, which is spelled Latter, sound like I'm saying ladder. Was all but a fading memory. In 1957, Ford introduced the Ranchero and established a new market segment in the U.S. of an automobile platform based coupe utility. In 1959, Chevy responded with the El Camino to compete with Ford's full-sized Ranchero. The original El Camino and Ranchero would compete directly only in the 1959 model year. Alright, now we got the first generation. First generation El Camino from 1959 to 1959 to 1960. Now we got overview as always. Let's begin. So model years is from so this is for the first generation El Camino. So model years is from 1959 to 1960. Assemblies next. It's in let's see, like 6 or 7, less than 10 of these states. So let's read them out. So first, I'll read you guys through the states. So assembly is in Baltimore, Maryland, in the U.S. at the Baltimore Assembly. Then we got Flint Assembly in Flint, Michigan, U.S. Then we got the Janesville Assembly in Janesville, Wisconsin, in the U.S. Then Lakewood Assembly in Lakewood, Georgia. Norwood Assembly in Norwood, Ohio, U.S. St. Louis Assembly in St. Louis, Missouri. And then we got Van Nuys, California. Van Nuys, California. At the last one we got the Van Nuys Assembly. Let's say Van Nuys Assembly. Van Nuys Assembly in Van Nuys, California, in the central San Fernando Valley region of Los Angeles, LA, California. So that's where I want to move to one day. So Van Nuys, California, in the U.S. at the Van Nuys Assembly. But main place I want to move to is Los Angeles. Alright, now we got So General Motors B platform. It's related to these seven types of Chevrolets. So we got the Biscayne, the Bel Air, Impala, Brookwood, what else? Parkwood, Kingswood, and then the Chevrolet Nomad. Now we got powertrain. So for the engines, so first one it has a sorry, a 235 cubic inch, 3.9 liter inline six. Then we got two V8s. First V8 we got is a 2.8 is a sorry, not 2.8 sorry, 283 cubic inch, 4.6 liter V8. And then we got a 348 cubic inch, 5.7 liter V8. Transmissions, three versions you can have is a 3-speed manual and a 4-speed manual. And then we got a 2-speed power glide automatic. Out of these three gearboxes, I picked the 4-speed manual, as always. Dimensions is next. Not much on there, it's just a wheelbase and length. Wheelbase is 3,023 millimeters, 119 inches approximately. The length is 5,357 millimeters, 210.9 inches. Round that up is like 211 inches. Jeez, it's like a boat, like that long, really, like maneuvering it is just gonna be quite tough. Like if you just like go around, you might hit something because the car is that long. It's like a limo almost. It's gonna like with a car that long, it's gonna like be tough to like turn it, because like how long the car is, you're literally just gonna hit something. It's like a limo. Anyways, next up is 1959. So let's do it. The El Camino was introduced for the 1959 model year, 2 years after the Ford Ranchero. According to the Chevy stylist Chuck Jordan, GM Harley Earl had suggested a coupe pickup in 1952. Like the Ranchero, it was based on an existing and modified, so both an existing and modified platform. The new Ford 1959 Chevy Brookwood two-door station wagon itself, based on the redesigned full-sized Chevy or Chevrolet of that year. highly stylized, it initially sold 50% more briskly than the more conservative Ranchero, some 22,000 to like some 22,000 to like 14,000. Add those two numbers together, you get a total of 36,000. So if you add those two numbers together, 22,000 and 14,000, you get a total of 36,000. Say 36,000. Easy math. Anyways, just wanted to do that just for the sake of it, just for fun. Anyways, back to business. Unlike the Brookwood wagon and a sedan delivery variant, the El Camino was available with any full-sized Chevrolet drivetrain. It came in a single trim level. Its exterior is using the mid-level Polaris trim and the interior of the low-end Biscayne. Its chassis featured Chevy's safety girder, X-frame design, and a full coil suspension, both introduced in the 1958 model year. The 3,000mm 119-inch wheelbase was 38mm 1.5 inches longer, so longer in overall length for all 1959 Chevys was up to 5,360mm, 210.9 inches, or it was like 211 inches in total. The El Camino's payload rating ranged from like 290, between like 290 to 520 kilos, which is around 650 to 1100. So that's around like between 650 to 1150. So that's 1,000. Between 650 to 1,150 pounds. With gross weights, so with gross vehicle weights ranging from like 2,000 to 2,200 or 2,200 kilos. That's right around like 4,400 to 4,900 or 4,400 to 4,900 pounds. So it's around a difference in 500 pounds, 200 kilos, around there, depending on both the powertrain and suspension. The somewhat soft passenger car suspension of the base model left the vehicle level without, left the car level without a load. In contrast, the Ranchero were standard 1,100 pound. I'd say that's around 500-600 kilos, somewhere in there. 1,100 pound. Rated heavy duty rear springs gave it a distinct rake when empty. The core key level air suspension option in its second and final year was listed as available, but was almost never seen on any Chevrolet model, much less an El Camino. The 1959 El Camino was promoted as the first Chevy pickup built with a steel bed floor instead of wood. The floor was a corrugated sheet metal insert secured with 26 recessed bolts. 26 recessed bolts. Concealed beneath it was the floor pan from the Brookwood two-door station wagon, complete with footwells. Box capacity was almost 33 cubic feet, which is 0.93 meters cubed. Among the performance engines offered were a 283 CID turbofire V8s with either 2 or 4 barrel carburation or carburetors, several turbo thrust 348 CID, right, that was like 350 CID V8s with either 4 barrel or triple 2 barrel carburetors, producing 335 horsepower and like, so 335 horsepower, and we got 250 and 290 horsepower, 283 cube ramjet fuel injection V8s. So 283 cube ramjet fuel injection horsepower, triple carburetor, solid lifter, 348, rounded up 350 V8, made into a 4-speed. So I believe it's a 4-speed manual, I think. Staff testers clocked. Staff testers clocked the 0 to 60 mile an hour times of around 7 seconds. Estimated top speed at 210 kilometers an hour, which is 130 miles an hour, and predicted a 14-second 100 mile an hour, 160 kilometer an hour, quarter mile performance time with a rear axle ratio suitable for drag racing installed. A total of 22,246 El Caminos were produced for 1959. So a total of 22,246 El Caminos were produced for 1959. That bested the count of 21,706 first-year rancheros made. So rancheros made in 1957, and the 14,000 Ford sedan pickups built in direct competition for the 1959 model year. Next up is 1960. The similar but less flamboyant. So yeah, we're on 1960. Here we go. The similar but less flamboyant 1960 model started at $2,366 for the 6-cylinder. So for the 6-cylinder model, around $107 for a V8 with the 2-barrel 283 motor. So with a 2-barrel 283 motor. At first glance, the exterior once again had a Bel Air look with that series' bright metal jet applique. I can't really say how well, but it's spelled APPLIQUE with a dash on the top of the E, and narrow trailing molding used to accent the rear quarters. Inside Biscayne / Brewercord appointments also persisted. The seat was now covered in stripped pattern cloth with vinyl facings. Available interior trim shades were once again gray, blue, and green. Floor coverings were in medium tone vinyl. Mid-1959, powertrain availability was carried over with minimal changes for 1960. The base 283 CID V8 was unfortunately detuned a bit for fuel economy and was now rated as 170 horsepower, and the fuel-injected engines were officially gone. It's a bit sad, but that's how it went. Orders plummeted. So orders plummeted by a third. So it's like 33.3%, I think, to just 14,000. So 14,163. At which point, Chevrolet discontinued the model. Meanwhile, Ford moved 21,027 Rancheros, which were now based on the brand new Falcon concept. Well, not concept, sorry, compact. Here we go. Which are now based on the brand new Falcon Compact. So Falcon Compact. The pioneering American sedan pickups just did not connect with enough car-buying Americans. Perhaps these early crossovers didn't carry enough passengers in a time when baby boomer families dominated the market. 3 across was the best they could offer. Cargo volume was meager compared with pickup trucks. The low-level trim, both the low-level trim and marketing efforts focused almost the low-level trim and marketing efforts focused almost exclusively on commercial customers, may have inhibited sales as well. Before the discontinuation of the first generation and the introduction of the second, the Chevrolet Greenbrier. So Greenbrier or Breer is spelled Green. So the word green, and then Brier, based on the Corvair platform. Corvair is spelled Corvair platform. So platform replaced the El Camino. So replaced the El Camino as Chevrolet's car-based pickup truck. Now we got production numbers. So we got the model years from 1959 to 1960. So in total production for 1959, they sold 22,000. So 22,246 vehicles in 1959, and in 1960 they sold 14,163. Alright, so that is it for my next El Camino. So for my next El Camino video will be about the second generation. So the second gen El Camino from 1964 to 1967. Alright, so let's get to a little bit of math right now, just to calculate how much how much that is in total from those 2 production years. So from 1959 to 1960. I'm gonna add up how many cars they sold in total. So they sold in 1959 22,246 cars, and in 1960 14,163. How much were they sold in total between those 2 years in production? So 22,246 plus 14,163. So 14,163. Alright, so in total for those 2 years, they sold in total, combined together those 2 numbers, 36,000. Say 36,409 in total. That's insane. Less than over 35,000, a little bit less than 40,000. But that's just brilliant, just absolutely magnificent. With that much cars they sold, it might not sound as much as you would have hoped, or a colossal lot, but that's a lot of cars they sold. So it's not bad. Okay, so that's gonna end it there. So for my next El Camino video, so for my the second generation El Camino. So the second gen El Camino from 1964 to 1967. So the second gen El Camino from 1964 to 1967. Alright. So that's gonna wrap it up. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted when I make new uploads. Alright. So that'll be it. I will see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video.